Jefe?
What is up, everybody? What? Usually you do the hi. How
Look where you're sitting. Look where you're sitting. It's your show, The Mondays.
You know what? Sorry. I'm a little bit distracted by my just pain and suffering, and sports in general. Life is terrible. All right, everybody. Welcome to the show. What can I even say? Hey to JD. Hey to Alpha. Alpha, thanks for being here today, waking up. I know I sure didn't feel like waking up today. Wow. We got a jam freaking packed show, everybody. We are going to obviously do what we always do on a Monday and go through the entire Week 7 football slate. But then we also got a doubleheader tonight. Thanks, ESPN, with the 10 o'clock start. And let's not forget, because I damn sure forgot, we got a Game 7 in the ALCS between the Jays and the Mariners. And that thing's going to be an awesome game. We're going to get to all of it, guys. Alpha, we'll start with you. How you doing?
If my betting wasn't as fantastic as it was over this weekend, I'd probably be in a lot worse shape because of that Giants game. That was very frustrating. If you're a Giants fan, that was absolutely brutal. Stetsy boy, great comment here. Let me put these on the screen. Cheer up, Giants fans. At least we're not the Jets. You're right there. You're absolutely right. Being a Jets fan seems like it's the worst. JD, I'm going to turn it back to that conversation we had a couple weeks ago, maybe a month ago, of bottom 5 franchises to be a fan of in professional sports. The Jets make that list. But what the Giants have done this year has put the Giants fans very close to that. With the game against Dallas, which we saw the same replicated ending yesterday that the Giants had a few weeks ago with Dallas, where they didn't play press defense. They let Dallas go right down the field, kick the field goal. Same ending, just a 1-point difference here. So we got overtime in that game. We didn't in this one. Definitely very difficult for Giants fans on Monday, October 20th.
The Giants are not even close to a bottom 5 franchise in all professional sports. I'm going to say that. I'm going to get that out.
No, it's not a bottom 5.
Not even close.
No. It's not a bottom 5 team. That's not what the discussion is. The discussion is to be a fan of that team. Have they broken your heart more than other teams?
That's a crazy. The Dolphins have been to the playoffs and won a game one time since the turn of the millennium.
Yeah, no, they're ahead of the Giants on the list, but after how it's been this season, the Giants, as I said, are getting closer to that list.
If we're talking all professional sports, I mean, Buffalo Sabres, if they're not 1, they're 2. Jets are probably 1.
Well, I think the bulk of it was baseball. The baseball teams have some bad ones. Imagine being a Pittsburgh Pirates fan in a non-salary cap league. That was the big one I went through. There are certain teams in certain sports with non-salary. We're going to go into that on another day. We cannot go down that route today.
No. Stop. We've already wasted 2 minutes. JD, tell me how you're moving, and we got to get into football.
Good, man. Doing really good. Doing really well. As far as the betting wise, things are actually heating up. Been on a nice little run here, so looking to keep that going.
Hell yeah. Wait, what kind of question is this?
First of all, can you ask me that on like Wednesday? Like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing?
I don't have an answer to that question.
Don't freaking ask me dumbass questions right now. I am not in the mood. We're gonna get into the football recap right away because I'll be honest with you, it was a great day in football. There are multiple teams I think we have to have a real discussion about. JD texted us something in the middle of the day yesterday when I was in a good mood and okay to answer about a certain team that we really need to speak about offensively. Let's go. Weekend recap time, baby.
Let's go, baby. Weekend recap on a Monday, breaking down how we did over the weekend.
Boys, I know I usually start this with, going through it mathematically. Not early games, 1 o'clock games, 4 o'clock games.
Well, quickly, before we do all that, we have to talk about how we did on betting. We talked about how we were feeling after the weekend. Quickly, I'm going to jump in here because we have a lot to talk about, so I'm going to go over my recap. We went 6-1 in NFL this week, guys, so far. We're plus 15 units. If we win the Seahawks money line tonight, we finish the week plus 18 units on just NFL. So it's been an absolutely massive betting weekend for the AlphaDog team. JD.
Yeah, man, this weekend was great. As far as actually Saturday goes, I had actually like a great college day. Then actually yesterday in the NFL had an absolutely great day. As far as last week on the show, there was 2 plays. One I gave out Thursday and one I gave out Friday. I told everybody I'm not going to give you all of the reasons why, but just bet them both. And as far as actually Vandy, there was one of them. They got the job done. The other one was the Cowboys, team total over. And you want to talk about no sweat. That was the definition of a no sweat win. So I hope that everybody cashed on those.
There we go. Jefe, how'd you do?
We actually had a great day betting wise. We went 7-2. Our only straight up loss, because our other loss was, I guess the Titans are the only team in the history of the world to never hear about the first game after a goddamn new head coach hire. Ridiculous. Never showed up. Cam Ward is a bum. My other loss was the Chargers, and we're gonna get to the team in the Chargers face because I'm done pretending. I'm telling you that right now. I'm done pretending. It's unfreaking believable. No, we're not getting to that first. We're skipping. We're going to do it differently this week. I think it would be unprofessional and disgusting by us to start anywhere but with the Giants-Broncos game.
What?
Yeah, yeah.
What?
Yeah, because if I don't start talking,
we're going right into the mid 4 o'clock slate.
We're going right to the fours, and we're going to take it right back to the start. We have to start with this game because this is where my energy is.
Okay.
I want to say this. I'm angry because this is not the first game that the Giants have lost because of a kicking issue. And it's an embarrassment, I think, as a franchise to continue having kicking issues over and over and over again, putting your team in a position where they basically are playing handicapped. Handicapped is also the word that I would use for the last possession of the fourth quarter Giants on defense, because they were handicapped, rushing 3. I don't know why Giants defensive coordinator Shane Bowen has a job right now. I'm simply don't have an answer. I also don't know why Giants backup cornerback Deontay Banks ever had a job, more or less still has one while we're speaking right now. That aside, Giants, if you want to look, Giants fans right now, me and Alpha included, are looking at this short window, not looking at this long window, not looking at 30,000-foot view. Because 30,000-foot view is Jackson Dart's your quarterback, you got your guy, and now it's time to build around him. Cam Scabo is your starting running back, time to build around him. Abdul Carter is a great, great player. Brian Burns is playing up to his contract. Dexter Lawrence already know what he is. You have your pieces, now you got to start filling it in. That's 30,000-foot view. The short view is that was the most disgusting, heart-wrenching, terrible, embarrassing, fucking bullshit loss I've ever seen with my own eyes. I am embarrassed to be a Giants fan right now. I am embarrassed how they lost that game. I am embarrassed nobody's taking accountability. I am embarrassed that they made dumb decision after dumb decision after dumb decision to even put themselves in that spot. I want to start with my first dumb decision. I know that it's a third down in that spot in the game where it's like a little over 5 minutes left. You want to tell yourself to pass the ball. You run the fucking ball in that play.
Which, by the way, so pulling back the curtain a little more, Jefe and I watched the game together yesterday. So we did watch this
first Giants
disaster.
We all watched together. We're finally all on the same page. This is it. This is the game for us. And
what was I screaming when they were not running the ball there? I said, run the fucking ball and punt it deep and make them drive the field and use clock. Do not throw the ball there.
I heard
before the play.
Yes, you did. I heard Tiki Barber blame Dart. And yes. I want to punch Tiki Barber in the fucking teeth.
Yeah.
It's a play call mistake. You don't pass the ball. You run the ball. You maybe take the last time out. You punt it. Guess what happens? Now they have to drive the entire field. Alpha, guess what happens? They score. Let them fucking score.
Yep.
Guess what they have to do next? Onside kick.
Yeah. Yeah. They had to get it back. And there's a lot to say about this game. There's a lot to say about this game.
After that play, they are so lucky they got that touchdown, because let me tell you something. Why, Alpha, we said in real time, every single pass was 40 yards down. Yeah. They did not want to get it for it. They just wanted a touchdown. Why? Why? They are so lucky. They got so lucky.
The issue was that the Giants had nobody who could catch the ball over the middle of the field yesterday. When you take a look at the numbers on the receiving from all the wide receivers, that's a big factor on why they had to keep taking shots down the field. Wan'Dale Robinson in a game where the New York Football Giants scored 32 points, was the only wide receiver to have a catch in the game. The other 3 receivers that played in the game for the New York Giants did not have a catch. Jackson Dart had to throw the ball to tight ends and running backs all game long. The roster is one of the reasons why he was not able to work the ball over the middle, because they had no receivers that were capable of working the ball over the middle of the field. And that was a major factor on why the Giants had to play that way at the end of the game. They're not a team right now with the way the roster is constructed to where if they get the ball with 2 minutes, they could just methodically move down the field with who they have at receivers. They need to be able to run the ball to open up the passing attack, and they didn't have that. However, you had to at least try it, right? They just kept throwing Hail Mary attempts
it was
down the field into double and triple coverage. It was a bailout. Red Hot Take is right. It was a bailout.
It was a bailout. Congratulations. Let's move past that because whatever. We ended up scoring. By the grace of God, we ended up scoring. Then comes, in my opinion, the most inexcusable string of play calls on defense that I think I have ever witnessed with my own eyes, is at least as an adult who understands schemes. There is no way in hell, there is no way you ever play prevent defense when you're up by 2 points in today's NFL, where a normal kicker, not a Giants kicker, never a Giants kicker, but a normal kicker can hit a field goal from 60 pretty simply. You had success. Connie, what does that even mean? You had success. Blitzing.
No, he's right. Connie's right by this.
No, but that doesn't make sense. You had success
he's agreeing with you.
Getting to the quarterback. You had success pressuring Knicks. He was not okay with a flooded pocket. So what do? Instead of rushing, oh my God, just rush 4. Yeah, I'm not telling you to blitz. Just rush your normal amount. But to rush 3, make Brian Burns a spy. Bo Nix was not ever running. Are you out of your mind to make Brian Burns a spy? Drop 8 guys and still allow a pass down the middle? Unbelievable. That's all I got to say. It's unbelievable. It's embarrassing. It's more embarrassing that nobody has lost their job right now, because that's ridiculous play calling. That's all I got to say. I'm telling you right now, guys, Giants are unserious. I'm really back. I'm back to my, I don't want them to win another game. I need a top 5 pick. I need Caleb Downs in a Giants uniform. I need something. This team is unfucking serious. And I'm happy about the future, but right now I am just embarrassed. I am more embarrassed than a Jets fan is today. I'm 100% telling you that. JD, say some stuff how you feel as an unbiased fan.
I mean, yes, y'all have already kind of said everything, but just as from a not a fan, our actually good friend Joe actually called me during this game, and it was in the middle of the 4th, and actually, like, we were just talking about the game. And you could just see it coming. I was like, somehow the Giants are going to figure out a way.
I kept saying it too. I kept saying it too.
And we sat there and we were on the phone and just watched it all play out the way it did. It was nuts. What I still honestly took away from that game is this Broncos team is still not as good as we thought they were. Yes, and as far as in the future, as far as betting wise, it's actually going to be good for us because people are going to comeback. You know, they were down to start the 4th, 19 to 0, right? Start the 4th, so everybody's going to say, "Oh, they made this crazy actually comeback and they scored actually 33 points in the 4th." So I think that's just going to still help us out as far as actually value or as far as being able to fade them going forward. Because from what I saw for most of that game, I still didn't like a lot of what I saw. So
from the Broncos?
Yes.
I mean, they were horrible. They were horrible for 53 minutes in that game. I mean, the offense for Denver is in a real bad spot going forward. They cannot move the ball at all. The only reason they started moving the ball is because the Giants' number 1 corner, Paulson Adebo, got injured, had to leave the game, and they had to bring in Deonte Banks, former first-rounder, who's been absolutely exiled by the Giants to the bench. He's on kickoff duty. He's on punt return duty. He's the guy they don't want in the game. Playing
the
major moments.
Drive-through duty at Chick-fil-A today. How does he still have a fucking job?
Yeah, he should not be. He should never see the Giants in a position like that. But after he had to come in the game, which is when the comeback started, They targeted him on every single passing play. The bomb to Sutton at the end of the game, too, that put them in field goal range was another one on Deontay Banks, another one of Joe Shane's fantastic first-round draft picks. He got exposed. The minute he came in the game, their offense opened up. But Denver did not look like a good team, especially on the offensive side.
Yeah, let me ask you this. Are we starting to doubt Bo Nix might just not beat the guy?
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean,
definitely.
I just look, that defense ranking wise is the second best defense in the NFL. They said it 1,000 fucking times yesterday. Jesus Christ. They couldn't stop saying it. They're the second best ranked defense in the NFL. They are a really good and talented defense. Surtain is, if he's not, he's a top three. He's a top three corner. I mean, it's not even up for debate. Bonito might hate him, but he's one of the best linebackers in the league. They're talented at the front and in the middle and in the secondary. That offense is as stale as Wonder Bread left out on your kitchen counter for 2 weeks. It is just absolutely uneventful. It's unimaginative. And that's weird because Sean Payton's whole scheme is like, fun plays and stuff like that. Just have no playmakers, honestly. Yeah. We can talk about the Giants until our eyes bleed. So we got to move on because for my mental health, I have to move on. Let's get into a good team here, guys. Really quick, let's go over to London, where the Rams absolutely demolished the Jaguars. And I don't want to talk about anything other than, are the Rams a serious contender, or are they just beating teams that they should be beating?
I actually think the Rams are.
I think they're a contender because the NFC is weak. I don't think there's many teams. I don't think the NFC is weak. I think that it's an open door in the NFC. I think that's the best way to put it. I don't think there's a clear-cut best team in the NFC. And can the Rams fit that mold? If you told me, I was in a forced induced coma, and you woke me up on Super Bowl Sunday, and you told me that the Rams were in the Super Bowl, would I be shocked? No.
I think they're a real contender. Here's why. Let me tell you, they made the Colts offensive pedestrian. It's the only loss the Colts got. Nobody else has been able to do that. I think this is a good defense. It's getting better week by week. I think Sean McVay is kind of weirdly falling under the radar as a top 5 coach in the NFL. He wasn't when they won the chip, but recently they have up and down kind of mediocre seasons. The guy is a genius out there. And Matt Stafford, as long as he has a clean pocket, is absolutely still up there as a top quarterback, in my opinion. As long as he has a clean pocket. That's really all I want to say about that. This is what the Jags are going to be. They're going to go out and win a random Monday night football game against the Chiefs, and they're going to go drop 2 in a row and look like they're barely even a franchise.
Do you think Travis Hunter did enough to put him back into relevancy? We all know he's been awful, but he had over 100 yards. He had 8 catches, 101 yards, and a touchdown.
It's interesting. Did you see his snap count on defense?
No.
Because he didn't play any. 0.
Yeah, I've said it all along. He needs to be a one side of the field player. And to be honest,
really
it should be a corner. It shouldn't be a receiver.
I'll be honest with you. I think the experiment might be coming to an end. And I think they might just make him a wide receiver.
What did they pay to move up? What did the Jaguars pay to move up?
You don't know what they paid?
What was the trade capital again? Yeah, they gave him. That was what it was to get Travis Hunter, who's what? What would you rank him in terms of wide receivers out of the rookie receivers? He's nowhere in the same ballpark as Emeka Egbuka, who was drafted 19th overall.
Not in the same ballpark as Tet either.
Nope.
Name me another rookie wide receiver.
Marcus Golden from Green Bay, who's been good. I would take Golden over him.
I would take Golden over him.
Like way over him. Not even comparable. Golden with the speed.
Yeah, and then we probably get to where he starts probably getting into the convo.
Well, that's really the bulk of the productive wide receivers so far this year. Sure, if you want to go put him with the schmutz at the bottom, I mean, this is the first game he's done something.
And I'll be honest with you, the Browns, honestly, Mason Graham looks pretty solid for them. It's one of the best defenses in the league, and Judkins only scored 3 fucking touchdowns yesterday. He looks great. I think the Browns honestly had a great draft. They just have other problems. All right, guys, let's keep moving. Let's just go through the ones here. Next one I want to go to is Chiefs Raiders. I want to talk nothing about this game. I just want to tell you guys right now, the Kansas City Chiefs are now officially my pick to win the Super Bowl.
I was going to say, there's something to talk about in this game. There's definitely something to talk about.
Unbelievable offense. It's unbelievable. I mean, with Rice back now, they have legitimately 3 good wide receivers. Legitimately 3 good ones. Plus, they still got the Jujus of the world and all those others. Kelsey is playing way better this year than they did last year. Defense, as long as they stay healthy, is a good defense, especially when you got 15 on the other side. Chiefs are scary good. Scary good.
One thing to bring up here as well, we have to talk a little bit about the Raiders. I'm going to pull up the compensation that they gave up to trade for Geno Smith, because what they did and what they have done to this franchise and how much they've set them back just in this year alone.
I don't know. Set them back, dude. What, you thought the Raiders were going to be anything this year? I think this was a rebuilding year for them anyway.
Rebuilding year where you're getting blanked, 31-0.
If you want to talk about a weird thing, is why do you hire the oldest head coach ever to rebuild?
Geno cost a third-round pick to bring him there.
They gave a third round.
Yeah, a third-round pick to bring Geno Smith to the Raiders.
That's fucked up.
The number 92 overall pick it ended up being.
Like that was the conversation for last year's draft.
Yeah, it was a pick for last. Yeah, exactly. Yep. It was pre-draft when they made.
No, you don't know. It wasn't like a known guy, right? That
who got drafted? I could hold on. Let me look. It was not.
I'm just curious.
Pick 92.
Probably a defensive player
in the NFL draft 2025. 1 second, I'll pull it up. Pick 92 was Jalen Milroe.
Honestly, yeah, they hold. I mean, that's another weird one. I guess they hold on to him as a project, but Darnold obviously has the reins for that franchise for the next, 3, 4, 5 years.
Could see him being a Terrell Pryor, moving him to receiver. Honestly,
crazy. Dude, I never expected anything of the Raiders. They expected to be this bad? No, but they're just they're absolutely going to get a top 5 pick, and they absolutely must spend it on all offensive linemen. It is they should just lock up Caden Proctor from Bama already and just keep it moving. That's literally what I think.
Let's bring up a little reminder. Week 1 of the NFL season. The Raiders beat the Patriots 20-13. Just to put that in everyone's
honestly hilarious. Here's something from that game that I've never seen before. The Chiefs started kneeing it with 2:38 on the clock.
Never seen that before.
I've never seen that before.
Yeah,
I've never seen that before. Anything from you, JD? Chiefs, Raiders.
They are back. Yeah, as far as the offense, they're back to being what. I used to play their team total over every single game. That was 3 seasons ago, I believe now. That was just a play I had every single week. I think it ended up hitting at a 80% clip. And this team is back to like that now.
I think they're better than they were last year.
I was about to say, definitely, as far as the offense goes, this is definitely going to be a team total over spot, just like in every game now.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, one final thing on this. Rashee Rice is the real deal, and he fully complements this offense and turns them to the next level. Seeing him what he did yesterday, and he really didn't do a lot in terms of yardage and productions and receptions, but his presence in big moments, especially in the red zone. He only had 7 catches for 42 yards, but both those touchdowns are what you're going to get at a Rashee Rice every week. He's going to be a guy who's going to find the end zone and completely turns them into the most dynamic red zone team in the NFL.
Absolutely. 2 things on that, and we'll move on. Rashee Rice is not even going to be in game speed, game performance mode for another 2 or so weeks. He hasn't played in over a year. And then the other thing is, all he does, if anything, is create more space for 2 really fast slot receivers that they have in Hollywood and Worthy. And that right there is probably the scariest thing, because you can't double team everybody. And Kelsey still is the safety net. And now you got Rice. And then you still got to worry about Worthy. And then you still got to worry about Hollywood. And Juju's good for a good crucial catch here and there as well. They have a lot of guys. And I know we've been talking about this nonstop. They trade for a running back, a relevant running back. It's officially scary, scary hours. And I don't see how they don't. We're going to go through a few of these teams that, a little bit here that I'm just going to keep saying, how is this guy still on this team? How is this guy still on this team? It's scary over there. All right, let's keep moving, guys.
Hang on, one other thing really quick. So as far as your Super Bowl pick, you're actually saying the Chiefs now. You're actually like them the most.
Yeah, I think they're the best odds right now, plus 6 or plus 5.
Wait for JD to come on here right now and tell us how he's taking the Ravens.
Swear to fucking God.
Okay, so who would your next pick be?
The Ravens. I'm kidding, by the way. That we're still on Jefe. Jefe goes Bills.
Bills.
Okay. I'm in the same boat. I actually really think the AFC actually wins it now. I am totally there. I think it's going to be the Chiefs, the Bills, and then Yes, I do think the Ravens.
I'm gonna stab you.
I'm looking it up here. I want to see the odds because, by the way, if you guys don't already know, if you're a FanDuel user like myself, they've been down all day. Just add insult to injury. Who do you guys think the favorite is to be the number 1 seed in the NFC? Did not expect that.
NFC?
I want to know your number 1 projected NFC and AFC projections right now by the betting odds on DraftKings.
There's no way they have the Colts.
Colts are the favorite to be the number 1 seed, and they are a pretty hefty favorite at a plus 170. Second shortest is the Bills at a plus 350. Who do you think the favorite is in the NFC?
Eagles.
Nope. The Eagles aren't even top 4.
I mean, actually, it has been the Packers, but
nope, they're second.
Well, right. So who overtook them?
That's a good question. That's the $1 million question, JD. Is who overtook them?
So as far as has this team played actually this week yet?
I'm not going to answer that question.
Okay. Lions.
Give me the Lions.
It's not the Lions.
The Bucks?
It's the Bucks. The Bucks have the shortest odds to be the number 1 seed in the NFC at a plus 350. The second shortest odds are the Green Bay Packers. The third shortest odds are the LA Rams. And the fourth shortest odds are the Detroit Lions coming in at a plus 450. The Eagles are all the way at a plus 700. They are not anticipated to be the number 1 seed. And Jimmy, you are absolutely correct. Go through it. Who is with them? Falcons? Saints? Panthers?
But no Bryce Young next week. Yep. All right, let's keep moving. That's interesting. I would not take that. I wouldn't. All right, guys, let's go to a team that is not going to be the 1 seed. I might have the first pick in the draft.
Are we doing the Giants again?
No, we're actually going to go to Cleveland, where the Miami Dolphins said they showed up. I thought I saw them on the field, but the score definitely did not indicate that. The Browns absolutely ran all over them. Judkins had 3 touchdowns. We're about to go back-to-back with 2 games where I'm going to start calling for people's jobs. I saw a report today that Mike McDaniel's job is safe via EM.
Yeah, they said that. They did say that.
And I'm just a little bit curious why. Maybe they're just going to do the old off-season fire the GM, fire the head coach, that entire franchise.
I don't mind that.
It's over. I don't understand. They're not training people. This is an embarrassment, quite honestly. Mike McDaniel said some crazy stuff in the postgame presser about changes coming up, players not playing up to their potential, stuff like that.
What do you mean? 12 of 23 for 100 yards and 3 interceptions was not playing up to potential, Mr. McDaniels?
Horrible interceptions yesterday.
That's what I'm saying. As far as Tua goes, I mean, just to start talking about him, I mean, how much longer do they let him start?
Who's the backup? Oh, I know who it is. Do you know who it is, JD? Well, I'll give you a hint. Yes, no, there's one of them was number 2 who was active for the first time and played yesterday, and he played at Texas last year. You gonna turn to Mr. Ewers?
No, you're probably gonna turn to the other one.
Who's the other one? Who else is it? Zach Wilson. You're gonna go to him.
Zach Wilson.
Who got passed by Quinn Ewers on the depth chart for how they played in practice.
Tua does not have any respect of any of his teammates. Mike McDaniel doesn't have any respect of any of the players.
Remember when he was cool? Remember when McDaniels was like the cool upcoming coach? He had all these fun Wildcat plays, and everyone wanted him to be their coach. How fun that was for like the 8 weeks from that Dolphins team.
100%. Let's not forget this. They invested a lot in this iteration of this team. I think they traded like a first-round pick for Bradley Chubb a few years back. They gave Armstead a ton of money. They extended Waddle, and none of that was even being asked for. They gave Ty Hill a ton of money. And like, obviously the obvious one, they gave Tua the bag of all bags, even though he literally at one point couldn't add 1 + 1. Like bad decision after bad decision after bad decision.
You want to laugh? When you look at the tackle leaders from the Dolphins yesterday, Nick Westbrook-Akine cracks the top 10, and he's a wide receiver because he had multiple tackles and interceptions. That's bad. That's bad when one of your leading tacklers is a wide receiver from interceptions. Literally, that is so bad.
It's an embarrassment out there in Miami. All right, guys. JD, anything on this one?
No.
Let's move on to another embarrassment. The New York
One thing. Quinshon Judkins is here, and Quinshon Judkins is here to stay.
I'm going to tell you right now, when there was 2 players in my head, and obviously draft day, Quinshon Judkins and Travion Henderson. They were both on Ohio State. you could have given me even odds on which career would be better. And 9 times out of 10, I would have said Henderson. Going to a better franchise, looking like just a better NFL style back. Unbelievable that we are forgetting this man wasn't even in training camp all year. He was this close to being possibly suspended and never even getting signed.
That's what Connie's asking, I think, right here. Connie, I don't think he's eligible for that anymore. I think he beat that.
He didn't. The charges got dropped. So because nothing ever happened, the NFL can't step in. They're not the cops. He looks amazing. You're Alpha, you know what I'm saying, right? He's here to stay, and he's going to be good for many, many years. Good for the Browns. They had a great draft. Mason Graham also great. Harold Fannin, great. Speaking of that,
also Dylan Gabriel had a really good game. Sorry, one last thing. I know he didn't have a ton of yards. He only had 116 passing yards, but he had 5 incompletions.
He didn't mess up.
He did a good job.
And as a rookie quarterback, that's what you want to see more than anything. David Njoku should not be a Brown for the next 2 weeks. Harold Fannin,
he didn't play.
Fannin, it's Fannin's job. And Njoku needs to literally be on the Chargers ASAP. That's what I'm predicting. Let's move on, guys. I want to play a game with the New York Football Jets. Okay. I don't want to talk a lot about the 13-6 loss versus the Panthers. I don't think either team looked good. Panthers just are a competent franchise right now, at least. And the Jets are flat out are not.
I have something to say about this game too, so make sure you take it to me.
Yes. Justin Fields cannot start any more football games for this team. I'm sorry. He just cannot. And I know
Tyrod was worse. Tyrod was worse.
He threw 2 really bad interceptions.
He was worse.
J.C. Horn. Guys, Bryce Young left this game with an ankle injury. And it seems like a pretty...
He's been ruled out for next week.
Yeah,
He's been ruled out for next week.
Even when that happened, nothing changed in the game. Nothing went... The Jets didn't do anything better. Andy Dalton is a serviceable backup. You could probably make an argument he's probably the best, if not top 3 backup in the NFL. It's an embarrassment what's going on with the Jets. I don't understand how they're not firing their offensive coordinator. I don't understand how they're not just looking elsewhere for anything. Breece Hall cannot be a Jet for another week. It cannot happen. He has to be traded. They lost. I know Sauce got injured yesterday. I don't know if it's serious. I want to seriously play a game with you guys. You guys ready?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to start going over the Jets' remaining games. Please speak when you hear their first win of the season. Okay? Let's begin.
I'm not going to talk.
At Cincinnati. At home against Cleveland. At New England. At Baltimore. At home against the Falcons. At home against Miami.
Maybe.
Damn, JD's not saying a word. At Jacksonville. At New Orleans. At home against the Patriots. In Buffalo. So JD has them going 0-17. I just want you to know that.
I have a maybe. No, I have a maybe. I have a maybe, and I don't know if they're going to win that game.
I'm going to tell you right now, Alpha, I'm with you. I think they win a game. I think they win one game.
Maybe.
I was just about to say, I mean, just with how this league works, yes, I'm sure that they're going to get a win in there somewhere. Against who? I really don't know. But
New Orleans, maybe.
I was just about to say the actual Saints.
In New Orleans though. You put that game at home, I give you a chance. At home against Miami, I personally think is their only even remotely close opportunity. All that aside, I have never seen a franchise regress more than this team has. I am shocked. I am shocked. This is what they're rolling out every week.
Aaron Glenn is the worst coach in football. I'm sorry. I know it's only been 7 weeks, but he's going to be remembered for his little high-stepping maneuver he did, and that's a bad.
That is literally the only image I'll never get out of my head.
Yeah.
I cannot believe he embarrassed himself like this. Oh yeah. I don't really have anything more to say.
Wait till he stands up and shows you the back, J-Bo. It's unbelievable.
I wanted to play that game with the Jets remaining schedule. I don't have much more to say about that. Look, the Panthers are. I think they're taking the right steps in the right direction. And I think that
what's up, Mason?
hopefully Bryce Young comes back sooner rather than later for them. The Panthers are a nice team. I did not like what they did with the splits with Rico. And
that's what I want to talk about. There's a couple things in this game I have to talk about.
I think it's crazy that they did that. I think it's just crazy that they did that.
I mean, look at the numbers. Look at the numbers. Okay, so look at the numbers. 17 carries for Rico, 80 yards, 79 yards. He averaged 4.6 yards per carry. Chuba Hubbard got 14 carries, so only 3 left for 30 yards. Rico rushed for 50 more yards and only 3 more carries. Then you take a look at the passing numbers. Chuba had 2 for 24. He was in for more passing downs than Rico. Rico got in. They finally got him the ball in the flat. He had 1 catch for 17 yards. There isn't one thing that Chuba Hubbard does or did that is better than a healthy Rico Dowdle. It's a banged-up Chuba Hubbard, and it makes no sense that they went that route. So the Panthers aren't off my shit list either. They should have won this game by 30 points. They played terribly in this game. On the other side, I do have to talk about the Tyrod Justin Fields thing. I do. Tyrod, 10 of 22 for 120 yards and 2 interceptions. He had a QBR of 13 and a quarterback rating of a 25.9. That is one of the worst stat lines you will ever see. Justin Fields' stat line ain't that bad. It ain't that bad. And he didn't turn the ball over like Tyrod was doing. What Tyrod did in there was so bad. And Jefe, I was with you. That I said I think that they need to start Tyrod. But how old is Tyrod now? I have to Google it. Does he have both lungs working since his puncture from the Chargers? Like, whatever happened to him in his life, he's now 36 years old. Watching him out there was one of the worst, most unappealing offenses that I have ever seen. At least Justin Fields can move. I don't know if you can go back to Tyrod. It was that bad with Tyrod in there. It was that bad. JD, what are your thoughts about the quarterback situation?
I mean, it's definitely not a good one. I mean, just everything with the Jets.
It's just the Jets being the Jets.
It's just nothing is going right. I mean, and as far as from the coaching to the actual player, I mean, just nothing's going right. And I don't see any way how this season, how anything is going to change. And actually, that's why when we just went through all those games, there's why I couldn't just say, okay, yes, they're like going to win like this game. Because I just don't see anything changing. And I think that's where the problem is. So
I'm with you. Jefe, we're going to give you one opportunity here. You've been the Tyrod truther. I'm half kidding, but you have been calling for Tyrod to get to start. Who starts this week for the Jets?
I think because of how bad Tyrod looked, I do think Fields gets to start. I don't know if he finishes that game, though.
I agree. I 100% agree
and
with
that's what they can't keep doing. They can't keep flipping back and forth. Your season, it's over. Like, let's be honest. Your season's over.
They just posted the quarterback breakdown from last year's first-round quarterback selections. Well, yes, all of them. Jaden Daniels, Drake May, Caleb Williams, Bo Nix, Michael Penix. They have all the stats of how all of them have looked this year. Let me tell you something. How many categories do you think Caleb Williams leads in anything? Anything good? Completion percentage, passing yards per game, passing touchdowns, lowest amount of interceptions.
He cannot be last.
But he's not first in any of them. He doesn't lead in anything. So, Jaden Daniels.
You know what? Great segue because we're going right into the Bears next, actually. Bears Saints.
Michael Penix also doesn't lead in anything. They're the only two that don't lead out of the 5 in any statistical category.
I think the Bears are finally understanding, at least Ben Johnson is, that I don't think they're going to win or lose games based on Caleb. They're going to win and lose games based on getting that running back, getting the running game, running, getting it fluid, getting the defense to buy in that they have a good running game, thus allowing Caleb to have one-on-ones with wide receivers. DeAndre Swift, this is now back-to-back weeks that he's quite honestly fantastic. He put up, he put up 124 rushing yards yesterday. I want you guys to guess how much receiving yards the leading receiver for the Bears had yesterday. Just throw a number out.
I'll let JD do it because I just looked at that and that was something I was going to talk on. So I'll let JD handle that one because I know the answer. I'm not going to cheat.
The leading yardage?
Yeah, for the leading receiving yardage.
Well, I have one of the guys on my fantasy team. He did not have it, and he did not. I have actually Rome.
Oh, no, Rome did not lead.
It
was DJ Moore, and he had 43 receiving.
I was about to say it definitely couldn't have been much.
Rome was second with 31.
Yeah. I mean, Caleb had 172 passing yards, didn't throw for a touchdown. Excuse me, he had one pick. Can the Bears win this way every week? Absolutely not. They have to do a little bit more of a mix, but I do like the fact that the Bears, they're not beating themselves, guys, and quietly, 4 wins in a row. Just saying, quietly, 4 wins in a row. They beat the Cowboys, they beat the Raiders, they beat the Commanders, and they beat the Saints. They got the Ravens next week, which Lamar should be back for. I'm very interested in that game. But let's go over to the other side. Saints. Chris Olave had his best game of the year. I think that's on purpose. I do not understand if he will be lining up for New Orleans next Sunday. It'll be just I really won't. It won't add up for me. He has to be treated.
I actually literally thought that. As soon as I saw him like going off, I was like, I thought back to like
they're pumping his value.
You had said, and I was like, this makes total sense.
They're pumping his value. It's. I get it. He must be traded. We didn't speak about this last week. Alvin Kamara's statement about basically, if you trade me, I'm retiring. Okay, dude, cool story. What?
Have a safe flight, David. Have a safe flight, brother.
Safe flight. Alpha, anything on the Saints players?
I got a lot to say in this game.
Rock and roll, baby.
Chris Olave, 5 catches, 98 yards, finds out he's on the verge of getting traded, wants to go to a contender, 25 years old, decides to have the game of the season for him. Does that propel him to a contender? Did that performance yesterday give another GM, you know what? I saw the 2 touchdowns Olave hauled in.
I mean, JD just fucking said.
Are you going to bring him in? That's the big story to me in this game, was Chris Olave. Wait, he was fantastic.
What are you saying? To the Giants? Absolutely.
No, I did not say to the Giants. I don't know how you just turned everything into I think it's called the Giants.
I thought you said would you want to bring him in?
If you were a GM of a contending team that needs a receiver.
I think the Bills are absolutely in play.
Yeah, absolutely. If he goes to the Bills, that's the best outcome for him.
Yeah, absolutely. And he would be wide receiver 1 on that team day 1, and he would propel himself possibly to the top 15 wide receiver in the league with Josh Allen throwing him the ball in that offense. I think that's the number 1 play there. I'm trying to think of another team that just desperately, obviously needs a wide receiver that's a true contender. Bucks obviously don't. I got one for you. The Colts.
Interesting.
I can see him alongside Pittman and Pierce. We have a problem. We have an official problem in the NFL.
If you put him on New England? What if you give Drake May a deep ball guy that's not Keyshawn Boone?
That's the game I'm going to next, and I'm saving my take on that game and that team because I did not see that coming.
I have one more take on the Bears game.
Yep,
and it's on the Bears side. Big performance. Backup running back Kyle Monangai out of.
Here we go.
Goddamn right. Bad day for Rutgers yesterday with the Giants kicker being a Rutgers grad. But I have to give Rutgers a little light when Kyle Monangai had 13 carries for 81 yards and a touchdown. That's a 6.3 yards per carry average. Big game for the former Scarlet Knight.
Nick, I like the Falcons as an interesting play for Olave, but they're not going in division.
Correct.
Connie said the Packers. I couldn't disagree with that more. Packers have 17 wide receivers, including one that should be coming back any week now, Christian Watkins, who is not terrible.
I agree.
Yeah. And that's all I got to say about that. Guys, let's keep it moving here. Steelers, yes. For footy's right. Steelers are obviously.
Oh, I thought of another team that Olave should go to. Washington. I know. They have a couple guys, but they're always hurt. Put them on that team with Jaden Daniels. That would be fun.
We're going to get to the Commanders when we get to that game. I can't believe I'm saying this, but it's just absolutely giving RG3 right now. It's so giving RG3 so bad. I can't stop thinking about it.
There's no way you just said that.
It's giving it so bad, dude.
There's no way you just said that.
He is just...
There's no way you just said that.
He is frail, dude. He is really, really frail. I'm starting to get worried. I just really am. I'm starting to get.
Let me just tell you, I'm holding my hands behind my back because my hands would be flying all over the screen right now, and this is the way that I can keep myself from going nuts. You cannot compare RG3's career to what we're seeing with Jaden Daniels right now.
I'm sorry. Did they both not have absolutely exceptional rookie years and then come out in their second year, kind of be flat, and then be?
Then why didn't you say it to CJ Stroud? I guess he's not injured, so I guess fine. I'll give it to you. Fine. Sure. We have the next RG3 coming from Jaden Daniels.
I'm starting to get hints. We're going to get to the game. Everybody relax.
Okay, I'll let you say hints.
We're going to the Panthers Titans. Here's what I want to say. I'm not ready to tell you that Cam Ward is not great, but he's not good right now. Maybe he's not being given a lot of opportunities to be good, but he made some boneheaded mistakes yesterday.
He just makes some really bad throws.
Yeah.
I mean,
not even that. What about the one where he just went to throw and the ball slipped out of his hand and they picked it up for a touchdown? He didn't even throw it.
Guys, he doesn't deserve our time. Let me tell you about a player who does. Drake May, I'm officially putting him in my top 5 quarterbacks, and I'm going to tell you right now who I'm dropping. I'm dropping Justin Herbert out of my top 5.
Oh, we were talking about that all day yesterday. Herbert is so overrated.
We're going to get to it. We're going to get to it.
So overrated.
May makes some throws that he should not be able to make in his second year. Some real NFL elite level timing throws. He doesn't make mistakes. Even with a wide receiver room that, I mean, Stephon Diggs is not elite. He's not trash. He's definitely on the other side of the hill.
Oh, no, he's playing with trash. What he is doing with trash is remarkable. Remarkable. I'm not saying they're the worst. It's not the Giants wide receiver room. But let's be real here. It's pretty remarkable what they're doing.
Guys, he has a 96.4 QBR. He had a completion rating yesterday of 91.3. He has 12 TDs to 2 interceptions, 5th best QBR in the league. He's 6th in the league in yards. Drake May is absolutely for real. They have the coach that you know is going to be their coach for a long time. He is a Patriot. He has the team believing on both sides of the ball. This is an exact team that just believes in themselves. They're 5-2, and I believe in them. I mean, I can't believe I'm saying that. Like, they're absolutely for real. They're absolutely 100% for real. I cannot believe in between the time the Patriots went from Brady to May, and the Jets still never made a playoff. Ever in between. It's unbelievable. Any JD thoughts on Drake May and Pats?
Not past what actually y'all have already said. I did think yesterday, as far as that spot for them, what were they laying 7?
Yeah.
I really didn't love that spot for him there. I thought, I thought that, yes, they were most likely going to win. But covering 7 points, I definitely did not like that. And they came out and they actually were down. But then
first quarter looked great for the Titans. Yeah, long touchdown to was it tight end? I'm blanking. Alpha, who's the tight end of the Titans?
Chigazum.
Yeah.
Chigi Okonkwo.
And actually, then they just stormed back, and actually looked great. So.
Yep.
I have to comment on this game. Haven't gotten a word in yet on this one. Drake May is a top 5 quarterback in the league right now.
Are you also dropping Herbert out of your top 5?
Yeah. Well, you knew I was going to say that when we had this conversation at my house yesterday. Nick put an interesting comment in here about Herbert. Is that the next game we're doing? Because I'll save it till we talk about that one. But
we got one more 1:00, and then we're going right to that game.
Okay, well, I'll save my Herbert breakdown till we get there because he's not really relevant in this one.
Yeah.
But he is the guy I would drop out of the top 5. Am I willing to give up on Cam Ward? No, because of the talent around him and the situation he's in. Look who he was throwing to. The number 1 receiver was Chimere DK. The second receiver was Tony Pollard. The third receiver was Van Jefferson. The fourth receiver was Gunnar Helm. The fifth receiver was Alec Ayominor. And the sixth receiver was Tyler Lockett. And then Chig was the last one in terms of targets.
Lockett's got to be off that team in the next few days. He's got to.
Nobody wants him. Nobody wants him.
I understand.
He's 48 years old.
Tony P also got to go somewhere. I mean, they're going nowhere. All right.
The Titans are an awful organization. I just want to say that no matter what they do, they're the same fucking organization, and they will always be this team. Their owner is a complete moron. They've always put the wrong guys in charge. What they did with Vrabel was moronic. Look what he's doing with the Patriots. They don't do anything right. The Titans do not do anything right. That's the last thing I want to say about the Titans.
All right. Last 1:00 game, guys. It was a good game. Eagles-Vikings. Somebody taught Jalen Hurts how to throw a ball. That was crazy. I saw Justin Jefferson drop a ball that he catches 99 out of 100 times for a touchdown. Yep. And I saw Carson Wentz just be Carson Wentz, exactly who we know he is. They got it. The Vikings have to be screaming at a wall that they did not give Darnold the bag.
Yeah.
I just
yeah. Until they get to week 17, they'll feel much better with him not there. But they may be out of it by that point. One thing I want to say about this game, Jefe, because I agree with you about how bad it was. A typical Wentz game, right? That's what you said. It was a typical Wentz game.
Yeah.
If the Eagles played a team with a competent quarterback, they lose that game. That is my only take about this game, and I'm still on the train that the Eagles are not a great football team. They play the New York Football Giants this week.
I don't think they're a great team. Yeah.
They have a big opportunity to blow out a bad team. If they do not beat the Giants by 972 fucking points after the disaster the Giants had yesterday, it tells you everything you need to know about
I mean, dude,
everything.
It's another game where Saquon, forget about not even hitting 100.
He's not good anymore.
44 rushing yards. I've never seen a drop off this bad.
That's a 2.3 yard. And this is the thing the Giants were saying they didn't want to re-sign him for, right? Because he had 1 or 2 more elite years left. Because what happens when you hit 30 years old in the NFL? Is Saquon officially hit 30? Pull it up.
Alpha, he was
28, turning 29 this year. Turning 29.
Every single game last year. I don't think he's had one this year.
He has not. He has still not had a 100-yard rushing game.
That stat by Stetzy that he just put that up right there. That is the game right there. And what you just said, Alpha, speaks to that exactly. Competent quarterback, 6 red zone trips. You cannot have 1 touchdown. Now, one of them I'm going to put on Jefferson, who should have caught that. That would have been a tutty. But still, the rest, nothing. Jordan Mason, who looked amazing for the first 2 games, is back to earth, not looking that great. And
Jalen Carter is such a game changer.
Yeah,
he was back, and the plays he made yesterday.
Alpha. Point of the day for this game. That was it. Jalen Carter, I think we even spoke to this. I think I might have said it. Jalen Carter plays. This game is going to the Eagles' way. He is an absolute monster in the trenches for them. Monster. I do want to talk about one more thing on this game. You guys saw the Vikings play the tush push, where they had their center literally lay down.
Hilarious.
It's hilarious.
I
think a lot of teams are going to emulate that now, and because they were able to stop it with that.
Who got a false start on a tush push yesterday?
That was the Eagles. Yeah.
No, someone else did. Someone else tried it on like a 4th and an inch, and they had a awful the whole team jumped. They didn't snap the ball. I forget who it was, but someone else tried to replicate it, and the refs sure saw that one.
Right.
Yep. All right. Here we go. This is a game I've been really wanting to talk about, boys. Colts Chargers. Let's start off with the Chargers since we already spoke a little bit about Justin Herbert. Something is up. I saw 2 horrible interceptions by Justin Herbert. Horrible interceptions. I think both of them might have been in the end zone, actually. Yes, he threw 2 end zone interceptions yesterday. He still somehow managed to get 420 passing yards yesterday, which is nutty. Gadsden, the tight end, had 164 receiving yards. Justin Herbert was also the leading rusher with 31 yards.
Yeah, remember when people all they did was talk about Madison Beard and Justin Herbert, new power couple, best quarterback in the league. This guy's dominating to start the year. Him and Harbaugh haven't synced in. He's got Madison Beard. Everyone wants to beat Justin Herbert. Look at his hair. He's got beautiful hair. Everything about him is fantastic. Maybe it's not.
This game is on the Chargers' defense, or lack of, and Justin Herbert throwing 2 end zone interceptions.
And one of them was just so bad.
So bad. I know exactly what you're talking about. So bad. So bad. I don't think he deserves us to speak about him anymore. He's out of my top 5. He has to play better consistently. JD, anything about Justin Herbert and the Chargers before we move on to the other team they play?
JD.
Am I still here?
Yes.
Okay, everything just froze, so I didn't hear anything that you said.
Anything about Justin Herbert and the Chargers?
Herbert, just a little talk about him. I was actually talking with somebody about him Friday, and we were having the conversation about how everybody puts him just actually kind of like y'all were saying, like in that top 5 range. And we had a long talk about how, and I talked about how he is good. He is very good, but is
he elite? Is he elite?
No. There is a jump there, and actually he is not there. So as far as the Chargers, yeah, there's all I really have to say. As far as that game goes, that was a game that we talked about Friday. And, like I came on and did say, like, as far as the number, as far as everything, that was a great, where it looked like a great Chargers buy low spot. The more I looked into it, the more time I sat with it, I ended up playing the Colts team total over there. And actually, that was a big play for me. And that ended up being another completely sweat-free play there. As far as the Colts offense, they are for real.
I have a question for you, JD.
Okay.
If you're building a franchise right now, today, October 20th, on a Monday, and you had to take a quarterback, and you're in a room, and there's two guys in that room, two quarterbacks, you had to pick one of them. One of them is Daniel Jones. One of them is Justin Herbert. Who are you taking?
I mean, are we basing it just off of this year or what we know about?
Who are you taking?
I have to still probably take Herbert, but it's not.
But there's a conversation.
There's
a conversation.
There's 100% a conversation.
There's a hesitation, right? There's a hesitation to saying Herbert because what Daniel Jones is doing now.
Let's get into it. I mean,
what he's doing right now, is he a top 5 quarterback in the NFL?
Right now, he is the third best quarterback in the NFL, grade-wise. The Colts have the best offense in the league, statistically speaking. They're second in the league in points per game. They're fourth in yards per game. They're first in every other statistical category.
And what's the only difference with this offense from last year?
Literally Daniel Jones.
Daniel Jones instead of Anthony Richardson.
Tyler Warren, who leads all tight ends in receiving. All tight ends in receiving. Not all rookies, not all rookie tight ends. He leads all tight ends in receiving yards.
To be fair, they haven't had a bye.
Okay. He leads all. Jonathan Taylor leads all running backs in rushing yards. Michael Pittman is 5th in the NFL in touchdowns. Daniel Jones, 3rd among QB in passing yards. This is the best offense in the NFL statistically wise. They're literally number 1 in yards on first down. They are the number 1 offense above the Patriots. And I'm here to tell you that the Colts are officially a contender.
JD?
100% I believe in them. I think they can pretty much go up against anybody in terms of offense. If Jonathan Taylor keeps running...
Listen, I got very little coffee left. It's been a rough day and a half for us Giants fans. I'm getting every fucking sip out of that cup of coffee I paid for.
Guys, the Colts have no weakness on offense right now. I don't even know what to say. I don't know what to say about this team. They're 6-1. They are rolling on offense. They're playing okay, solid defense. They're a really good freaking football team, and I can't believe we're here.
They are plus 170 to be the 1 seed in the AFC. Let me reiterate that.
Yeah. See, that's what got me because, like, we come on here and we talk about them every single week. And it's always been like, or at least for me, I've been saying like, okay, they need to still need to prove it to me. They still need to prove it to me. Like I just keep on saying that. Well, when I went back, it was like late, like Friday night. And actually I watched.
Heck, I say it every day. Alan Pierce's dog.
Yeah. And just as far as the offense, man, that's what really stuck out to me, and actually why, and that's why I ended up playing the play that I did. This offense is moving along and better than I even thought we were. And I mean, yeah, like I am finally on them. So,
wow, I have a little breaking news. It's not breaking news, but it's just me clicking around shit, looking at shit. Drake May is the 4th shortest odds to be the MVP in the NFL, and Daniel Jones has the 6th shortest odds to be the MVP in the NFL. That's insane. That's just insane. Who would have saw that coming?
That is.
Gotta throw that in there. Jefe, what do you think about... I'm going to digress. What do you think about Daniel Jones? What do you think about this Colts offense in totality?
I think they're for real. I think, A, you can only play who's ahead of you. So I just want to go through this. They got 3 games before their bye week, and next week they're hosting the Titans. They are a 14.5-point favorite. A week after that, they're going to Pittsburgh. A week after that, they have a Berlin game against Atlanta, and then they have a bye week, and then they go to Kansas City. That's going to be a
God, what a bye week too. Their schedule is so great.
They have the perfect time for a bye week. I mean, it's insane. They're for real. The Colts are for real. If they can keep Daniel Jones working in this offense where his mistakes are minimized, or at least doesn't be put in a position to make mistakes, they're going to be amazing. Jonathan Taylor looks unbelievable, and he keeps putting his team in positions where they're having 2nd and shorts, 3rd and shorts, thus making Daniel Jones' life so much easier. But even when Daniel Jones' life wasn't easier, even yesterday, it was like a 3rd and 17. He made an amazing pass to Alec Pierce. Like, even when the game is on his shoulders, he's putting the ball exactly where it needs to be. Shane Steichen has to be the leader in the clubhouse.
Coach of the year.
That's what I was about to bring up. They're also being coached well, because I like love it when, like, they're, especially at the start of that game, they had how many 4th downs on the first drive, and actually they like went for every single one of them, and actually, like, that's what they keep doing. And I just absolutely love
They
that.
put so much pressure on you as a team, right? You know, they're going to, if you even stop them a couple yards short, they're going to go for it, and they're probably going to get it. So what they're doing is unbelievable. The pressure they put on you to play this Indianapolis Colts team right now is truly incredible, what they're doing. Tyler Warren is a top 5 tight end in the league already, and he will be a top 3 tight end going into next year.
100%.
Jonathan Taylor is a top 3 running back in the league, and he'll still be a top 3 running back going to the next year. And Daniel Jones is a top 7 quarterback right now, who will be a top 7 quarterback going into next year. And guess what? They have the coach of the year in Shane Steichen, and the odds tell you that as well. He's plus 170 to win coach of the year. The only one in reaching distance is Vrabel at plus 320. But guess what? The Patriots aren't going to win the AFC East. But you know who is going to win their division? You know who is going to win their conference? Another division, the AFC South. That's going to be the Indianapolis Colts, who already have a 2-game lead. And the team chasing them is the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Yeah, that's unbelievable.
What the Colts are going to do this year, they're going to be a story all year long. And I do believe they will be the 1 seed coming out of the AFC.
Okay. There you hear it. All right, folks. Let's keep rolling here. Packers Cardinals. I thought Jacoby Brissett was about to lead the Cardinals to a big win.
I got to give you credit. Let me tell you something. The game kicked off. I have 3-4 buddies in the house yesterday watching football all day. We got the 3 TV set up. We got the Giants over here. We got the Packers over here. We got it all. A certain somebody looks at me the second the game kicks off, knowing that I have Packers money line to close a parlay. Mr. Jefe looks at me and says, Cardinals are live. The minute it kicked off, not when they got the lead, not when the Packers struggled on offense, immediately at kickoff, Jefe did turn and said the Cardinals are live in this game. So I do give you credit. You read that very well. Fortunately, it played out for me for my parlay, but they were still in it till the end.
Listen, Jacoby Brissett.
Oh, breaking news. Kendra Miller torn ACL. Alvin Kamara going nowhere.
You're joking me.
Nope. Torn ACL for Kendra Miller. Out for the year. That would make sense. I was looking at the numbers before, right? And I was wondering why he only had 1 carry for 1 yard. It must have happened. I didn't see the play, but he's out for the year.
Wow. That's great. That sucks. Okay. I don't got too much to say about this game. Jacoby Brissett just great backup. Comes in, doesn't make mistakes.
Is he better than Kyler?
Kyler
sucks.
Unpredictable and
Kyler sucks.
Just kind of sucks. Yeah.
Kyler sucks.
The Cardinals are in a tough spot. They're just going nowhere. And then they got Trey McBride, who's a great tight end. Marvin Harrison, he's not bad, but he's definitely not as we thought he was going to be. And their defense is kind of just like there.
Whatever.
But let me tell you,
I'm
not impressed. I'm not impressed with the Packers week after week after week.
No, you can't be. You can't be.
They're just there, and they just play games, and they win, but it's like, okay, this means nothing to me. You're going to lose in the wild card. I can already see it.
Micah Parsons did have 3 sacks on the game. That's the one thing that I took away from this as well. He really had a big game. Marv does suck. Maserati Marv is the worst Brucey with the juicy. We're getting there, baby. We're getting there. Give us some time. NFL recap. Back to Marv sucks. Abuka is definitively better. Olave's definitively better. Why am I saying these names? Those are the wide receivers that he either played with or right before him at Ohio State. Marv was known as the best one in the crop. He was supposed to be, Jay said all of them. Marv was supposed to be the guy. And he so sucks. He so sucks. What are your thoughts on that, JD?
I mean, specifically about actually him, I mean, yeah.
First of all, Connie, there are some very nice Mitsubishis out there. I'm not a Mitsubishi owner, but if you are, I'm sticking up for you right now. Alpha's here for you.
Not sure if I agree with that, but I mean, yeah, yeah, actually, y'all have said that. As far as more about this game, what I took away is, as far as the Packers, and I keep saying it week after week, Packers are not that team, guys.
They could be, though. Like, they still could be.
They definitely could be, but they're not. And a lot of that goes on Jordan Love. And that's what I said before the season started. Their season is going to go as well as he plays.
You did say that.
It all depends on how he plays. And that's just how they're going to be. I mean, they are a team that can go out and, I mean, they really could beat your top teams. But they're also that team that's going to lose or almost lose to some of the worst teams.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Moody likes Jeremiah Smith. I mean, Ohio State's just a wide receiver factory, brother. Just a wide receiver factory.
They're unbelievable. It's unbelievable. I say
they have a kid coming in next year who's supposed to be better than everyone so far. We hear that every year. We hear that every year with them, but it seems to keep being accurate.
All right, boys. 2 more games left. Cowboys Commanders. We're going on with this one.
Hold on, 2 more games left, guys, that we're going to be recapping. Then we have 2 NFL games for tonight and Game 7 MLB, so don't go anywhere. We're right here.
I'm going to go through this one fast. Oh, my God, a CD Lamb coming back changed that whole offense really fucking quick. Damn.
Dak is Dak. Okay. We have to have a whole show where we rank who's our top 5 quarterbacks, because right now I think I have 11 guys in my top 5 quarterbacks.
You can't. I'm going to tell you right now. Dak didn't have a good game. Dak's having a great year.
Dak has just another game on what he's doing all year.
He's having a great fucking year, guys. He really absolutely is. 264 passing yards yesterday, 21 of 33 touchdowns, including, drops in a bucket to Pickens multiple times on the sideline, an 80-yard freaking touchdown to CD Lamb where they were both wide open, him and Pickens, and just no mistakes made. Javonte added 116 rushing yards. The offense.
The Commanders are bad as well.
We're gonna get to that. The offense on the Cowboys was flowing. And I think the Cowboys have a shot to win the East because I don't believe in the Eagles.
I don't hate that point, but the Cowboys are 3-3.
3-1. Yeah, you're right.
3-1.
Yeah,
and one.
We'll see.
Let's give JD his little tie over there.
Let's move this back over to the Commanders. And back to what I was saying earlier.
Wow, what a great point by David. You should expect this when you're paying Dak $60 million.
Yeah, but you know what? He's doing exactly what he's being paid for to do. Jaden Daniels is getting killed out there. And the reason why I said it's giving RG3 is because this is exactly how this shit went down. They have a franchise quarterback and they do nothing. They recognize it. We know it. They know it. They have an offseason after a rookie year where he wins the award, and they do nothing.
Well, let me give you. They did do something. They did. They did bring in Laramie Tunsil.
They did. And it's funny. We were talking so much about how the fuck did the Texans give that guy up for nothing? That's your blindside protector. Guy's an all-pro. Well,
you know why now.
Well,
you know why.
That does not look that great.
So they did try. I will give them credit. They did add and they paid for him. They did add Tunsil. But the line isn't working. Are we ready to say Jackson Dart is the best quarterback in the NFC East? I know I am. I'm just kidding. Before everyone snaps, I had to get that in there. But what they're doing to Jaden Daniels is bad. I agree with you. They need to get him a little more help. He has all the receivers in the world, but the whole thing about this Commanders team feels different this year, right? Where's Terry? Terry's been a nightmare. Debo has been now banged up as well. The offensive line, not holding up. Jaden Daniels banged up, not holding up. The defense competed last year.
Lattimore looked terrible.
Lattimore is awful. Awful. And yeah, another move they did, they tried to bring in a Debo, but Nick, it's more about reinforcing the offensive line is what they need to do. Is Jefe's point there? That's not my point. That's Jefe's point. But
I don't see how. I hate this. I hate the notion.
Are you ready to say that Bill sucks? Because I do. Bill Jaworski-Merritt, Ja'Cory Crosby-Merritt, whatever you want to say. People were hyping this guy up like he was going to be the next Cam Scatterbo, and he's not. Yeah, that was a good one. I know. That was a good one. I know.
I don't think anything of Bill. I think this is a Commanders team that was without their top two wide receivers, but they just let it. Cowboys defense is terrible.
Oh,
and what?
Josh Hart hurt.
Oh God, Connie, they are not missing Brian Robinson. They're not.
Connie, they are so not missing Brian Robinson. That is so not.
This is 2 weeks in a row you've said that. Like no. That's not what they're missing.
Connie, come on. Did you see B-Rob last night? I mean, he helped the 49ers out a little bit, but I mean, come on.
JD, thoughts, Commanders, Cowboys?
Start off with the Commanders, just like you said, as far as actually Jaden, like I have nothing like against him, but just like you said, you got to have a line that can hold
What happened? Up. Why are we saying Malik Beasley? Did the Knicks sign him? I need more information.
You're saying Hart is injured.
We don't have Beasley though. Sorry, JD, go ahead.
But yeah, like there's one of their main problems. But then as far as their defense, that is also clearly one. But just going back to the Cowboys, guys, this offense, like we keep saying, they are for real. Dak is playing great. Like you said, even like as far as yesterday, that was not his actually best game, but they still did great. This is a team, and just like I told y'all, especially at home, especially on that fast track, I'm telling y'all, they're going to put up points against anybody they play. And just they're like team total over. It's never going to get too high because their defense is so bad that they're never going to be as far as actually like a big favorite. Like they're not going to be laying like 10 points to where their team total over is set at like 32 or actually something like that. It's always going to be lower because, like I said, yeah, they're actually just not a big fave. So as far as playing, they're actually team total over. I think that's a great way to actually play them. And yeah, I mean, like as far as the offense, it's just actually fun to watch. So,
well, here's what it is, JD. Here's another question for you, because if people don't know, you are a resident Cowboys guy on the show. That's your thing. What do you take betting out of it? All betting out of it. What are your expectations for this team? Because they're a lot better than anyone gave them credit for. Anyone. So what do you think? How do you think the season plays out?
The like defense just holds them back so much. I mean, as far as the offense goes, like we just talked about, they're actually great. You just have to go out there and just simply have an actual shootout game and outscore every single person that you play. And I just am of the thinking that that's not going to get you very far.
I agree.
So I'm not really expecting much.
That's a fair take. I think that's a fair take. Quickly, my thoughts on this game. The Commanders are a lot worse than anyone thought they would be this year. You know, I thought they were going to compete to win the NFC East. I don't think they are anymore. I do think the competition for the NFC East is between the Cowboys and the Eagles, and I think the Eagles will eventually win just because the rest of the NFC East is just not good enough. Cowboys offense is unbelievable. The Cowboys offense is unbelievable. What Dak Prescott is doing this year it's just a. Now I'm going to take it back to betting. Before I was telling JD, give us the, what you think is going to happen with the Cowboys season on the non-betting terms. But in terms of the betting world, this team's a gold mine. Taking overs. They just are. I mean, we saw a Commanders team that offensively was putrid yesterday. They had nothing. They still scored 22 points. The Cowboys scored 44. When I came on the show last week, JD, what did I tell you that the total should be set at in this game? This was my favorite play of the weekend. I said it should start with a 6, not a 5. And man, JD, it got close to a 7. If Jaden Daniels doesn't get hurt, that's a 7. So I think they're a gold mine, and I'm excited to see where their totals are going to be going forward, what their lines are going to be set at. Because are we going to start seeing some 6s like a college game, like a Baylor TCU, whatever? We're going to see that total in a Cowboys game.
That'd be crazy.
I don't think you can. I think that 55 range is high as you can get. Because if you sportsbooks could set it higher, but so many people just because of the number are going to bet that under.
I don't know, bro. What are they averaging per game? Let's pull this up here. I have the Cowboys here. Let's just go through their final scores real quick, just so we can kind of get a sense of where they've been landing. 44-22 this week. Last week, 30-27. Week before that, 37-22. Week before that, 40-40. Week before that, 40-37, JD. That's 77 points.
Can I say something here? I got to give them credit. I thought Javonte Williams was just a charity signing. That boy is a bell cow. Bell cow.
Okay.
Bell cow.
All right. Boys, you know what? I just got a DM from someone. I just got a DM from someone. And they really want to hear our picks for NFL this week because we all did amazingly. And they have to get out of here in a few. So I think we should turn this conversation into
not. We got one freaking
games.
game left, and we got to go through it. It's a Sunday night game. Niners-Falcons. I'm going to tell you right now, the 49ers, man, I got to give their GM credit. And I got to give Kyle Shanahan credit. And I got to give Robert Saleh credit. How about that?
Yep.
Depth. Something that the Giants know nothing about. Depth. They have incredible depth on defense. They got people who just walked in off the street and got dubs and played fantastic in big moments. That guy, Lucas, making that almost INT on the Drake London pass on fourth down there, amazing. Connie said it. Bethune was a monster last night. And Mac Jones just works his way through a game and puts them in positions not to lose, and CMC looks incredible. Absolutely incredible. That's all I gotta say. Oh, and Michael Penix is just so...
Where would you rank him, Jefe? Where would you rank Michael Penix in the quarterback echelon from last year's first-round draft? He went early.
Meh. I have no... Meh.
Who would you put him after? So Drake May, you're probably putting one. Then
Drake May is
Jaden
one,
Daniels, you're probably putting two.
Jaden Daniels, two.
And then you're going Caleb or Bo Nix. I'm not convinced on who's better there.
Caleb, and now we could sit down and another day and have a real conversation about who I want to give the ball to, Bo Nix or Michael Penix. Probably Nix over Penix, probably. Yeah. But it's closer.
Oh, that's not even debatable.
It's closer than it should be.
Yeah.
I kind of think Penix sucks. I've said that a lot today. I kind of think he sucks.
He could throw the ball on a rope.
He can fucking sling it, but he needs some other parts.
Why their game plan is not to get the run game established every single game with probably a top 3 running back in the NFL right now, I can say confidently, is beyond me.
Yeah, I would agree to that. I would agree to that. Some interesting points in this game as well. So I was on the 49ers. I believe, JD, you were on the Niners as well, if I'm not mistaken.
I actually did not have a play.
From the show, though, I know Jefe was on him too, but from the show, I think you were siding with them as well.
Yeah.
The Falcons team is a team I'm probably going to fade going forward, guys. That's the main point I wanted to talk about here quickly, is that I do not believe in this team, and I think you're going to get some good value going against them. That's my final take on this game. JD?
Yeah, as far as the Niners, guys, you do have to give them credit. Give extra credit to the whole staff, players, everybody. That team is beat up, and they are stepping up. They are so well coached. And, yeah, as far as the Falcons, just specifically last night's game, some of the play calling, I really did not understand.
Made no sense.
It was about to make me go nuts. But anyway, yeah, I'm currently just actually on them. So,
do you guys think FanDuel's going to come back today? Like, it's been down all fucking day. You guys going to figure it the fuck out? Do you guys get killed that bad from everyone taking across the board's plays? Do you guys have to shut down for the entire Monday? Unbelievable. All right, boys. Well, Jefe, you did a fantastic job quarterbacking the recap portion of the show, but now I'm taking over. And JD, do you want to do the football game first or the baseball game? I think you have it scheduled right now. We stick with the football. Is that what we should do?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
Let's
do it. All right, boys. I was kind of thinking about hitting the transition, JD, but we're already in NFL.
We're already in it.
We don't need it. Let's get into it. First game we're breaking down of the night is going to be the Buccaneers and the Lions. Bucs are coming in 5-1. They're the favorite to win the NFC, as we all now know. Going to Detroit, taking on a Lions team that, let's be honest, Lions been surging. I think they're going to have a decent season after they looked pretty bad to start the year. The Lions did lose to Kansas City in their last game, but they have been surging before that, winners of 4 consecutive. Jefe, we're going to start with you. We got the Bucks. We got the Lions. 6-point spread. What do you like in this game?
Going back and forth on this, honestly, Bucks losing by 7 is hard to believe, especially when you think about the fact that I guess Ibuka's going to play, Mike Evans is going to play.
Maybe they're questionable.
Evans, I think, is a 100% a go. Ibuka's going to try pregame. I'm rolling with the Lions here, guys. I absolutely think this line indicates it's a Lions play at home. I love this Buccaneers team. I really do. I love Baker, but straight up line analysis is telling me, and the Lions are missing their entire starting secondary. Exactly.
JD.
I'm on the Lions, guys. I think they win this game by a touchdown.
JD.
I'm like with you on that, man. This seems like such a Lions spot. I mean,
it has to be. It just has to be. There's this, but I'll tell you one thing. This is the one. Like my heart and my head is telling me, look at the line, idiot. Understand that Vegas knows who the Lions don't have in their secondary, and that Vegas knows who the Bucks now all of a sudden are getting back as their wide receivers.
You're saying everything I was going into why I'm not doing that. So you're giving all the reasons.
But then this line would have dipped. And it hasn't. It actually went up.
I actually bet you that the Bucks are a huge public dog.
Let's do. Want me to pull it up?
Yep.
Yep. JD.
Also, by the way, I'm not on the Bucks.
100%.
I'm also not on the Lions.
We know what you're doing. We know you're taking the over.
Correct. That's the best play in this game. It's not even remotely close. The Lions are the heavy side here, JD. Lions are the heavy side.
Really?
Yeah. On the money line and on the spread. Hector, I'm not saying it's not the Lions here. Maybe it is. But I like the over, brother. Let me just go over the names the Lions don't have in the secondary real quick, and then I'm going to kick it to JD because I'm done. That's all I want to do is go over the injuries. People not playing in the Lions secondary. Kirby Joseph, Terrion Arnold, both out. Both 100% out. Ali McNeil on the defensive line is out as well. And DJ Reader is a true questionable. That's the secondary.
Yeah. So for me here, like I was saying, I think this is a Lions play. This number has moved up though. But look, guys, the Lions are far as the Cowboys, about everything I said about the Cowboys playing at home. This is the same for this Lions team. This Lions team puts up points at home in that dome. They actually just like simply do. And I see them tonight putting up a lot of points. But on the other side of that, I just can't see a world where the Bucks just get shut down here. I really can't. So I am also with you there, man. I'm actually going to be on the over here. I actually wanted to take the Lions team total over, but I do think that it is set and actually like a good spot.
Yeah, I'm agree with you.
So I'm going to go with the full game over here, but I would definitely lean.
Jefe, forgot this one.
Yeah.
I think the Lions win. Don't get me wrong.
Oh, rightfully so, moron.
Yeah. Real moron.
So yeah, like I'm going to be on the over here.
Jefe, you're the only one left. We're both on the over. Oh, no, you gave it the Lions. You're on the Lions, right?
Yeah,
you're good to go.
Get moving. Somehow we have a 10 o'clock start. Unbelievable to this game.
The show went 2-1 to start. Me and JD won. You lose 2-1. All right, let's break it down. We got the Texans. We got the Seahawks. I'm going to keep this real short and sweet because I had a 3-team parlay that I put in yesterday. Chiefs. Let me pull it up. It's Chiefs, Patriots, and the Seahawks. Plus 135. 3 units. I just need the Seahawks to close it out in the money line. So guess what I'm on in this game, boys? Riding my Seahawks money line ticket. That's it from me. JD.
All right. So for this one, there's a lot going on here. Because you have the Texans, and their defense is very good. I believe they're still the number 1 defense in the league. I think they're only allowing 12 points per game. Do I think they allow only 12 points a game throughout the whole season? No. But Is their defense really good and really legit? Yes. They definitely are. Then on the other side of the ball, though, the offense, man, the offensive line is absolutely horrible. And this offense has just been doing nothing. Except when they played the Ravens, right?
Yeah.
And I actually think they scored there, but that was when everybody was hurt and everybody was scoring on them. So, so I just kind of take that game out. As far as the Seahawks, guys, I actually talked about it a couple weeks ago now. As far as their pass rush, guys, their pass rush is so good. They put so much pressure on the QB. I think Stroud tonight's going to have a tough time. I think that because of that offensive line has been so bad, I don't see how anything just completely changes now. And I think they're going to get a lot of pressure there. And like I said, it's just going to be a tough night.
I'm with you.
Now, on the other hand, Texans are coming off of their bye. So they have had plenty of time to prep for this game. Seahawks are playing at home, which used to be a great thing. Now they are not that same great home team. They are a better road team. So as far as at this number, I've seen a lot of Texans plays, and I can understand it. I understand where people are coming. Yeah. The Seahawks team, everybody knows that I'm a little bit higher on actually them than actually most. I have this game at actually almost 5. So I have not bet this yet. Far as this is still a 3, you can get a 3.5. It looks like at a couple different books.
Yeah, a lot of books are 3.5 right now.
But yeah, but you can still get 3s.
Yep.
And I just wanted to talk to y'all first because, like I said, I don't know if I'm biased, but like I said, I am higher on the Seahawks team than actually most people are. So I wanted to talk to you and see if any of y'all could talk me off of this play.
I'm on the Seahawks money line, and I think they're going to win this game by at least 2 touchdowns. Let me put it to you that way.
I don't have spoken about it yet. I like the Hawks here. Defense travels, we know that well, and this Hawks team is great on the road. At home, their defense plays better. I think this is more of I look for the Seahawks defense to match the Texans defense tonight, and I think the Seahawks offense beats what the Texans offense can produce. That's how I see this game going. I think this is a boring, low-scoring game that you kind of flip on after the first game is over.
Are you guys taking into account the prime time game issue with the Dogs winning all of them essentially outright?
I would say right now, this Seahawks Texans team is not even prime time. It's fucking giving Pac-12 after dark.
You know what? All right, boys. Any other plays in this game? JD, you want to make it official?
But no, yeah. As far as those trends, yes. I am going to be on the Seahawks at the -3. Nick, as far as those trends, no. Those, as far as my capping, I don't take that into account for anything, because that has nothing to do with this one game. So, bless you.
Did I get the mute off? The mute off? Yeah. Unbelievable. Nobody heard that. Fantastic. I tried my hardest. All right, the 2x2 for the dog before we get into the MLB. First leg, Cade Otton, tight end, Tampa Bay Bucks, to score 2. Second leg, different game. We're going over to the Jackson of the Smith of the Njigbas. So JSN, Cade Otton is my 2x2. $10 pays $914 on DraftKings. All right, boys, you ready to go?
That is the matchup that you want to watch for that game. Is actually JSN, because that matchup is going to be very good, and this game is going to really show you just how good JSN is, because this should be a tough game actually for him.
Sting is top 3.
Yeah. So this game is really going to show you how good he really is.
Yeah.
Couldn't agree more.
That's not the matchup to watch.
All right, fellers, MLB game. We have a little game 7. I know most people think the MLB is over because the Yankees are out, but guess what? It's not. We have a game 7 in the ALCS between the Seattle Mariners and the Toronto Blue Jays. Game being played in Toronto. Is that important? Yes. Pitching in this game is George Kirby. Why? I don't know. He's 0-1 in the postseason with a 7.07 ERA. On the other side, you have Shane Bieber, who's 1-0 with a 4.1 ERA. JD, you may be one of the few people left in America still watching baseball. And guess what, my brother? I am there with you. So I'm going to start with you. What do you like in this one?
Man, gosh, this one, start off with the Mariners starting pitching. This series has sucked. I don't know what's going on. I mean, like, as far as their like bullpen, actually, at least their main like good bullpen arms have been great. But their starting pitching has been horrible. As far as the Blue Jays, they are home here. That makes definitely a big deal. The Blue Jays are definitely, I think, the actual hotter team. As far as actually offense goes, they've they've been great. I think throughout this series they have a WRC plus of actually 144. For those of y'all who don't know anything about that, that's a very high. So as far as the offense, been doing very well. I just, at the end of the day, and we've talked about it, who is the better team?
I'm just gonna let you go because we all know where you're fucking going. The chat knows where you're going. Clearly, I know where you're going. Jefe, we don't know if he knows anything, but the rest of us know where you're going with this play.
To me, the Mariners are the better. Like, if you just put just the sum of everything, the Mariners are the better team. Okay. This line, to be honest, if this was a regular game on a Friday night, I would not touch it. Mm-hmm. I would not bet this game. Matter of fact, I have not bet this game. I'm not sure that I will bet this game. But I don't know how you have the Blue Jays favored to this point. Because they're up to like minus 135 now, and actually some spots. I just don't see how you have them favored by that much. This to me seems way closer to an actual coin flip game. So if you're going to give me a coin flip game, but you're going to have one of them being at least a plus 115 dog, there's the only way that I would have to bet. But like I said, I'm probably not going to play this game, though.
I am playing this game. JD, cue up the O Canada song. Cue it up. Because I'm backing my boys from Canada. Go Blue Jays. They're going to take it, and they're going to move on. Let's keep it rolling.
Yeah, guys, I'll make this quick. At home, crowd's going to be energetic. I do think the Mariners are the better team, but I think that the Blue Jays do take this one. I'm impressed that they were able to put themselves into this scenario. Down 0-2, losing their first two games at home, backing against the wall. But I do think they win this game and move on to get absolutely smacked in the mouth by the Dodgers, who are never losing another game for the rest of the century.
All right. Well, quickly, Jefe, we do know you have a gynecologist appointment in just a minute. What are your best bets for the day before we get you out of here?
Disrespectful. I'm going Lions, Seahawks, moneyline parlay.
Get out of here.
There's actually two things we have to do. Jefe, hang on. One extra quick thing. Screw it. Give me the Mariners.
Let's go. I'm in. Are you joining us? Are you joining us?
Yeah.
Which team are you on? I didn't listen when you gave the breakdown at all. Which team are you on?
Are
you on my team or your team?
This fucking guy.
Are you on my team or your
Canada.
team? Oh, good. I was about to remove him from the show. You stay. You're with me. Very good. Okay.
What's the second thing, JD? I gotta go.
Oh, no, man. Go ahead.
Good luck on the guy. Good luck on the guy now. I removed him. All right, I couldn't take him anymore. We had to get him out of here. All right.
The other thing that I have to bring up, because like we just have to talk about that. I mean, being the sports show that we are, we got to talk about the damn actually Dodgers game, man. We have to. I mean, Shohei, that like performance has to be talked about, man.
What they're doing is unbelievable.
Yes, the fact, when actually we had talked about that game, and something that I did not bring up on the show that I actually meant to, was that all of the starters for the actual Dodgers had all pitched so well, and actually Shohei wants to be better than actually everybody. Yeah. He just does. So you really thought he was going to come out there and pitch great, and actually he did pitch great, but then he took it to a whole nother level though. and hit 3 bombs.
I'm with that. Okay.
I read that wrong first time I read that, but never mind.
I don't want to know what you read.
No, you don't. But yeah, the fact that he struck out the side to start the game, and then hit a bomb in his first at bat, that was crazy.
We've never seen anything like it. You've never seen anything like it.
That was nuts, just as itself. But then hit 2 more home runs after that, and one of them being an absolute bomb, like 470 feet. Like, it was just nuts, man. It was.
I agree with you 1,000%. Unbelievable performance by Shohei. And does anybody think that there's a chance in the World Series for anyone who are not the Dodgers? So if the Blue Jays make it, I'm taking the Dodgers in 4 or 5. The Mariners make it, guess what? I'm still taking the Dodgers in 4 or 5. In a non-salary cap sport, spend fucking money. And if you can't, get the fuck out of ownership. Period, end of story. Yeah. You can't compete. You can't. The Yankees won 27 World Series by outpaying everyone. What are the Dodgers now doing? They took the Yankees model, and they're outpaying everyone.
And the crazy thing is, they still don't even have all of their guys. Some of the guys are still hurt. Like, they still don't have it on.
It just doesn't matter when you spend what they spend and the caliber of players. If they get that, what's his name? Oh, I don't want to mispronounce it. I'm gonna look it up. Japanese free agent baseball player 2026. Something with an M. Munetaka Murakami.
Yeah.
Munetaka I'll get it down by next year, guys. You know, I'm very, very pay close attention to how to pronunciate these Asian names. You know, I love getting them right. Munetaka Murakami. If they get Munetaka Murakami. Dick, I was just thinking that as well. I was almost going to say it was in my head. Unless you're the Mets, they can spend whatever they want, but they still fucking suck. Yes, to compete in baseball, you have to spend. Period, end of story. That's the way it is right now, and the Dodgers have, and that's why they're going to win again. The World Series is going to be unwatchable. JD, I may bet it, depending on the lines. I won't watch a minute of it. I just won't, because you know what the outcome is going to be. You know what I mean? All right, JD. Ready to do that last thing we still have to do on the show?
Let's do it, man.
Unless you want to break that in. What else should we talk about for 2 hours? I got nothing for 3.5 hours. So you tell me what you want to talk about. I'm all yours. I know what you want to talk about. Our good friends over at Funded Stake. But before we do have to put the best bets graphic up. JD, you ready for me to put the best bets back?
I am.
Beautiful. Best bets for today, Monday, October 20th. JD, best bets are not just brought to you by you and I, but they are brought to us by our good friends over at Funded Stake. Funded Stake is a fantastic company where you can use someone else's money, gamble with it, and keep a portion of the return. But don't just listen to me and my good friend JD talk about it. Let's listen to JD's cousin Derek, who has a few words about Funded Stake.
FundedStake.io, the ultimate platform for sports traders looking to unlock their potential without risking their own money. We're here to help you transform your sports betting skills into a profitable and sustainable business. Whether you're a seasoned pro or just starting out, Funded Stake gives you the tools and capital to scale your success. Here's how it works. 1. Choose your account. Pick an account size that fits your needs, starting from $1,000 all the way up to $50,000. Your journey starts here. 2. Take the challenge. Hit the profit target while sticking to our risk management rules. For example, with a $10,000 account, aim for $3,300 in profit, place a minimum of 25 sports bets, and maintain the required daily and total loss limits. 3. Get funded. Once you pass the challenge, we'll provide the capital for you to trade. You can keep up to 80% of your profits while we take on all the financial risks. At FundedStake.io, you'll benefit from a fully personalized dashboard where you can monitor your trades, track your challenge progress, and place real-time bets on all major sports leagues. Our platform is built for transparency, ease of use, and performance. With FundedStake.io, you can focus on winning and scaling your success while we cover the risks. No financial stress, just growth and profits. FundedStake.io. Bet smarter, scale faster, win bigger.
Bet smarter.
Scale faster.
Win bigger.
Boom.
JD. Let's go to Funded Stake and go through our best bets. That wasn't pre-planned. We're so
that wasn't.
Well done. Well done. What is our take on the over the Blue Jays game, Jess? My take is I will never bet a Game 7 over. Don't care what the sport is. That's my take.
About to say, yeah, the whole total in a Game 7, I'm just not going to touch it.
Rather touch a side than a total with you 1,000%, brother. All right, let's bring up Funded Stake.
Funded Stake here.
All right, you can put in the Mariners, and I'll do the Blue Jays. And then I'm so kidding.
Definitely.
What are you looking at?
I'm going to take the over in the Lions and Bucks game.
Well, just make it the official play from us because you know that's my play on that game as well. It's either that or the Blue Jays. I don't think I can give you guys the Seahawks on the money line tonight at minus 200. That's only because it's the parlay.
Let's take over 53.5 at minus 109.
You know I'm in for that. Jay Dizzle. Let's do it.
Yeah, I definitely like that price compared to the 54 at minus 102. That doesn't make any sense. So yeah, let's go with 53.5 minus 109, guys. And you can bet on anything here. Let's just see what price they have. You can get the Blue Jays currently with them at minus 129.
It's pretty good.
So if you actually do like the Blue Jays, there's a good place to actually bet them.
What's FanDuel? I keep saying what's FanDuel have them at. Guess what? Can't fucking go to FanDuel.com all day. I have to use DraftKings, which is such a subpar book. Just such a subpar book.
One other thing as far as funded stake. Them as far as their account on X, which is where I know a lot of y'all are actually watching this from. They kind of just got going there. So they're trying to get more people over there. So I talked to them today, and there's something that I'm going to do for you. If you go and follow them there and then just show me that you followed them, you will get tonight's card free.
Wow.
So
I'm gonna have to show you. I'm already following. Obviously, I'll have to send it over so I get that free card. Wait, Caesars is down too? Unbelievable. Sorry.
And actually, Venmo is actually also down. So
really,
I don't know what's going on today.
Is PayPal down? Because that's another Venmo, or PayPal owns Venmo.
True.
Let me pull it up. No, PayPal is good. Of course, they're fine.
But actually, yeah, as far as Venmo, last time I checked, was still not working. So I'm not sure. Yeah, not really sure what's actually going on today, guys. But just actually well, hang on. Moody said something. I don't even know what that means. But yeah, whatever our guy Mason there just said.
What do you say? I'm searching all these downages because it's got to be like a. So
it's an AWS.
I was about to say, do any of you guys have a father like I have who called me first thing in the morning and was like, "Son."
Okay. Alpha just left us. I believe he hit the wrong button, so he should be back in just a second.
That's not what he said. That's not what my father said. What my father called and said was that every company imaginable is down. Amazon, blah, blah, blah. The whole world's happening. All this conspiracy bullshit. I got that call in the morning. So I heard that this morning, but didn't really get the time to look into it. Now it does seem like it's something I probably should look into because a lot of shit does look like it's down. So I may do that immediately when the show's over. But it seems like there's a lot of crap down right now. And the alpha outage is over. It's been restored.
Yeah.
We're back.
Guys, just like our guy Hector in the YouTube chat said, NBA starts tomorrow. And everybody knows that, this really was built on a baseball show. And everybody knows that we love baseball. But there's another sport that all of us really like, and that is the NBA. So
I'm so pumped we're back.
So today is really, as far as baseball games, they're really about done for the entire season. But the NBA picks right back up, though. So the timing is just right there. So yeah, don't actually worry. We're gonna have plenty of NBA content, and then it's gonna be actually college ball is gonna be starting soon, and we're gonna mix some of that in. We're gonna have plenty to actually talk about.
As we say on this show, JD, we're about to get into the cornucopia of sports. I'm gonna look it up. What is the definition of a cornucopia?
I really thought it was that actually Thanksgiving thing.
It is. I'm going to put it on the screen. This is a cornucopia, and we're about to get into the cornucopia of sports. And I'm going to put it on the screen. I copy and pasted it from the Google. Let me put it in a little thing, creating a banner. How you doing? Hold on. This is a cornucopia.
The horn-shaped vessel. The horn of plenty.
It is filled with an abundance of goods. And that is what we're about to get into. JD, do that thing.
Yeah, guys, we appreciate everybody here. We're sitting here talking about random bullshit here, and we still have over 2,000 people live. So we definitely appreciate y'all. We'll be back here tomorrow, same time, same place, with some NBA talk. So definitely looking forward to that. But yeah, I believe we're like all hot, man. We're like all doing well, actually, like bets wise.
Yeah.
So it's a good time as far as both of our VIPs. It's a great time to join.
You don't need half A's, just us two is all you really need.
But yeah, it's Monday. Let's just stay hot. And no, we're not.
And we're not going to eat that ever.
No,
we're never eating that.
Yeah. So one thing left to do, guys. And let's fucking win.
Let's fucking win. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Same time, same place. NBA show. Don't fucking miss it. Peace out, everybody.